Calico is a 1 to 4 player game for ages 10 and up with an average gameplay length of 30 to 45 minutes, published by AEG and Flatout Games. The basic overview of Calico has players taking turns placing tiles on their quilt board in order to complete goals and or collect cats and buttons by matching patterns and or colors. And once all boards are complete, the game ends and the player with the most points wins. To set up the game, start by separating the cat tiles into groups identified by the number of dots. Select a cat from each group and select which side to use. Place them in the center of the table for all players to see, along with the matching cat tokens of that cat in a pile near the cat tile. Then randomly select 2 of the black and white patches to place under each cat tile. Next, shuffle all colored tiles. This can be done on the table or by simply putting them in the bag. Place the button scoring tile and button tokens in the middle of the table. Give each player a quilt board along with the matching design goal tiles. Each player will place the design goal tiles face down, shuffle, and randomly reveal 4 tiles. From those 4, they will pick 3 to place on their board on these locations. Each player will draw 2 tiles from the bag and keep them hidden from the other players. This will be their starting hand. Then, place 3 tiles face up in the middle of the table, and this will be the market. The first player is decided by who most recently pet a cat. With setup complete, you're ready to start the game. Start with the first player. You must complete these 2 actions in order. First, place one of your tiles in your hand onto your quilt board. See if you can collect any cat tokens or buttons. If you can, collect and place them on one of the tiles used to score. The second action has you selecting one of the 3 market tiles and adding it to your hand. Then replace the market tile with a new one from the bag. In order to collect a cat token, you must complete groupings with one of the patterns under the cat tiles. In these groupings, colors do not matter, only patterns. Some groups have a shape they prefer, and some just have a set number of patterns they prefer. Be sure to keep that in mind when placing a tile. Each cat has a different point value. You can see how many points each cat is worth by looking at the top left of the cat tile and on the back of the cat tokens. And remember, the partial and whole edge tiles around the board can be used when grouping for these tokens. And in order to collect another cat, the grouping must be separate from any other cat groupings. The button tokens are earned by grouping 3 or more patches of the same color together. To collect another token of the same color, you must have a separate group not touching the initial group of 3 or more. If you are able to collect 1 token of each color, you will then collect a rainbow button and be able to place it on any patch on your board. Each button is worth 3 points, and just like the cat groupings, the partial and whole tiles of the border of your player board can be a part of these groupings. Each design goal scores differently, but the layout is mostly the same. For example, this tile starting from the top has possible points that can be earned. The number in front is the number of points you will gain if you complete the design with either color or pattern. And the number behind will be the number of points you score if you complete the design with color and pattern. Below that is the design required. Here, AA, BB, CC refers to the number and types required. This basically means you need 3 sets of 2 pairs. Here are some examples of how it is completed. Another score tile you may see is the one that must be all different colors or all different patterns for 10 points, and all different colors and patterns to score 15 points. These tiles must be played around the design tile, and if they are not completed, there is no penalty but you will also not gain any points from them. Once all player boards are completed, move to scoring. Using the score pad, identify completed design goals. Next, score cat tokens. And finally, any button tokens. And the player with the most points wins and will be awarded the Master Quilter ribbon. And that is how you play and score Calico. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified about new videos. If you're bored now, click this for more games.